How are you feeling today, my dear? Tell me your thoughts. I have a deep curiosity about you already, and I want to know more. What is going on in that complex soul of yours that led you here? I sense that your energy is very unique. I've never felt something quite like this before, actually. There's an intensity about you, a depth that one doesn't find often in this world. Oh, it's not a bad thing. It can be quite positive, in fact, as long as that energy is aligned and living in a positive space. But before I go further, I must ask, are you comfortable if we proceed? Do understand that this will not be a normal conversation. I am a mystic. I'm assuming that's what brought you here. And what that means is that I have a bit of an advantage over the average person. I have some special abilities, let's call them, that you won't often find. And those abilities give me the power to see things that others cannot. And also the power to see deep into you and to see your past and your present, even your future. I can view and comprehend such things in inexplicable ways that you may not be able to process, at least at first. And my power can make some people quite uncomfortable. I understand that there are feelings of vulnerability associated with speaking to someone like myself. So I always ask permission before going too far down the rabbit hole. You don't have to fully decide just yet, but if you are open to the experience, when we proceed, you can rest assured that you can trust me with your innermost thoughts and all the secrets of your past and future are safe with me. Let's move on. Let me dim the lights. I'd like to create an atmosphere of comfort and relaxation. I find dim candlelight and the warm glow of fire to be most effective in creating this type of space. Stressful or anxious energy has no place in the world of positive mysticism, so we must release all that. And our initial objective is to bring clarity and comfort where it may currently be void. And I'm sorry to say, but I do sense some underlying anxiety within you. And I certainly have the ability to help, just as I've helped many others before. It's true what they say, that the path to enlightenment begins within, but it doesn't hurt to get a little push forward along the way. Now, please, have a seat. I'll fix you a hot drink. And while I'm doing that, try to slow down your breathing. Just focus on deep, slow breaths. This usually helps quiet the mind, so that you can be fully present while we talk. A few moments of quiet breathing can do wonders. Too often, our minds race frantically through the day, absolutely consumed, if not eaten alive by distraction and insignificant observance. What we want to do is shift that reactive state, bring you fully into the present moment, and allow the past and the future to fall off into the abyss. We will keep them close enough for me to observe those moments in time and relay my observances to you. But at the same time, we want to keep them far enough away that you aren't tempted toward their gravitational pull, so to speak. We are passengers on this mystic ship, not pilots. Here is your tea. It's not too hot, and you can add some honey if you like. Now, if we do begin today, I must set some ground rules. And there are just two that I ask you to respect. The first is that you accept the ambiguous nature of this truly mystic experience. And know that throughout this experience, I may observe things that are difficult to understand, or even disturbing to hear. On principle, I do not censor my observances. I will always share with you what I learn as clearly and concisely as I can. That said, being clear and concise in the world of mystics is a dreadfully challenging thing. And I cannot promise that I will have all of the answers today. And I cannot guarantee that everything I share will be positive and light. But that in itself is a great gift. Because if we can see the trials to come before they arrive, we are better able to prepare and battle them head on. Do you see the advantage? And the second, but equally vital rule, is to respect the nature of what we are about to do. The practice of observing past moments in time and the practice of anticipating future moments yet to occur is no matter to be taken lightly. You may be quite skeptical of what I tell you here today, and that is a normal response as you work through the incredulity of it all. But do not conflate that nagging disbelief with lack of respect for the art form. I have seen many souls burned by this in the past, and I always advise that new guests approach the mystic world with reverence and grace, regardless of your personal opinions on the matter. There. That should be easy enough. Let us delay no further. I sense your eagerness to begin. You are taking a strong and true first step to reach out and connect with the spirit world. So please, give yourself some credit for staying. Now tell me, shall we start with a simple palm reading, my dear?